Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Homemaking Encouragement Chat announcements. Next week will be our last live call of January and the last one scheduled for the middle of the afternoon. I'm changing the schedule and working out the dates and times for our February calls, which are all going to be focused on love. Over in the group on Facebook, you guys are going to be able to vote on what time works best for you. But it's February. I want to focus on love. You can keep up to date on all these calls in our Facebook group or on the events page of my website. I have started a weekly email that shares a family favorite recipe in your inbox every Sunday, just in time for your meal planning for the week ahead. And you can get on the list for that link in the description below after the video is over. Before we get really started today, I just want to say I'm so excited that we have had these calls. This is the third week, and we are just going to keep going with this throughout the year. I've got most of the calls scheduled out. So if you have anything you want to talk about, leave it down in a comment and let's get it on the schedule. Today, we are diving into a topic that's gaining more attention across the internet, embracing the power of homemaking, or as the internet calls it, the trad wife lifestyle. In a world that emphasizes breaking glass ceilings and pursuing careers, there's a growing movement of women embracing traditional roles. While I love to see these women online embracing this lifestyle, I realize that most of us were not raised to live this life. I want to help guide young women who dream of being a modern day homemaker. Let's explore why being a modern traditional woman is not just okay, but powerful. You might have heard that traditional gender roles are considered outdated, but being a homemaker is far from a sign of weakness. In fact, it takes tremendous strength. We aren't just sitting around eating bonbons all day, no matter what the crazy people on the internet want to tell you. As a homemaker, you're not just cooking and cleaning. You're responsible for creating a safe and clean and nurturing environment for your family. It requires organizational skills, planning, and time management. Definitely not for the lazy. And there are lazy homemakers out there. Homemaking is a full-time job. Adding kids and other life responsibilities, and you're easily working overtime hours. Now, let's talk about the fulfilling aspects of homemaking. It's not just about chores. It's about creating a warm, loving home. A well-maintained home can significantly impact mental and emotional well-being. As a homemaker, we have the control of our home's ambiance. Coming home to a comforting atmosphere after a long day is priceless. Trust me. We've been in situations where the roles have been reversed, and my husband has handled the majority of the home care tasks. The days I came home to a clean house felt more relaxed and made me feel more appreciated when I was working to pay the bills. My goal is to do the same for him. Homemaking, when done right, is one of the most rewarding careers in the world. And it truly is a career, even if we don't see a salary from it. Beyond the home's ambiance, homemaking directly influences family well-being. Nourishing your family with healthy meals can prevent chronic diseases, and a clean, organized home reduces stress. Cooking at home saves hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a year for your family, not only in your grocery budget, but in your medical and health budgets as well. By cooking at home, you control what goes into your food, what the nutritional value is, and prevent illness through nutrition. Homeschooling tailored to your kids' needs creates a unique educational environment. I can't wait to begin homeschooling. This little being inside of me is years away from needing to be registered as a homeschool student with our state. But we plan on starting education from day one. Being able to take the time to read to the baby daily, demonstrating skills through his or her life, and raising it with a focus on learning new things are all things I look forward to as a soon-to-be mom. Homemaking is a holistic approach to caring for your family's physical, emotional, and educational needs. Now, let's explore how homemaking can contribute to a more sustainable lifestyle. growing your own food, using natural cleaning products. These practices are not only benefit your family, but will also contribute to a healthier and more sustainable planet. As homemakers, we get to make the time to learn these skills that women who work outside of the home may not be able to find the time to do. It's partly why we see so many convenience items in the stores to help moms who are short on time. And there is nothing wrong with using convenience items when needed. Homemaking is an opportunity to reduce your carbon footprint and minimize your impact on the environment. In today's economy, it's crucial we learn skills to stretch our dollars as far as possible. Simple things like rendering fat from the turkey I made at Christmas can go a long way. In the past, I would have just tossed those things unappetizingly into the garbage and called it a day. Now I use the entire carcass to its full potential. Let's address a few common misconceptions. Homemaking is not about conforming to societal expectations or portraying women as inferior. There are several misconceptions of the modern traditional homemaker I want to address today. Submissiveness, income earning, and the overall aesthetic are a few I want to touch on. While many, if not most, homemakers do embrace old-fashioned feminine standards, such as submissiveness to their husbands, bringing homemaking into a modern light allows us to do it in a way that works for us. While I do believe that my husband has the final say on certain subjects, it doesn't mean he doesn't take my thoughts and opinions into consideration. He values my opinions. It's part of why he married me. We discuss the big things and generally come to an agreement together. But when we do disagree, I generally default to him because I know his role is to keep our family safe and provided for. In the end, we have the same goals. I also trust that he is always doing what he thinks is best for our family. Worst case scenario, we go to plan B if something doesn't work out. Many believe that to be a traditional wife and a homemaker, you must dedicate all of your time to your family and can't earn an income. Modern feminists will have you believe that there was a time when women were prevented from working to help provide an income to their families. This is far from the truth. In fact, it's an outright lie. Even in biblical times, women worked. The work just looked a lot different than the work that women are doing today outside the home. Many women worked in home-based industries, making items to sell to other families or helping to run the family farm or even the family business. In today's modern society, this could look like opening an Etsy shop, selling your sourdough breads locally, or taking a Saturday to sell your produce at the farmer's market. In 2024, there are more ways for women who desire to be at home to contribute to their family's income without ever leaving the house. And I don't mean some skeezy sales crap. Legitimate ways to earn money exist through the internet. Starting a blog with affiliate marketing is one of my favorite ways to not only help other homemakers in their journeys, but also help my family pay the bills. Many think the homemakers of today, striving to live a more traditional lifestyle, need to dress the part or have some elaborate 5-course dinner ready and hot on the table as soon as their husbands arrive home from work. While there is nothing wrong with this aesthetic, it's not required. I consider myself a traditional wife. I embrace the modern lifestyle. I love my leggings, especially in pregnancy, and feel comfortable in my home. My only goal when it comes to how I dress daily is to make sure I don't look like I just rolled out of bed. Some days I may go all out 50s hairdo and dress because I want to, because it brings me joy. But if it doesn't resonate with you, throw on your leggings or jeans and be comfortable in the clothes you are wearing. If you don't like to put makeup on, don't. If you want to throw your hair up in a bun and call it a day, go for it. By adding a modern twist to a traditional role, we get to make it whatever works for us, not what society tells us we have to do. As we come to the end of today's Homemaking Encouragement Chat, remember that embracing the power of homemaking is a choice to live authentically. If you're a young woman seeking traditional roles in marriage, don't let anyone tell you it's wrong or outdated. If you haven't found your husband yet, make sure you communicate your wants for a more traditional lifestyle at the beginning of dating. It's important to find a man who will support you in this dream. Not all men are cut out to be traditional husbands, just as not all women are cut out to be traditional wives. Homemaking is a powerful and rewarding job that can positively impact your family, the environment, and your own sense of fulfillment. Live a life that brings you joy and fulfillment. I hope this little chat has inspired you to appreciate and embrace the value of traditional roles. Feel free to share your thoughts, and let's continue this conversation. Next week, we are going to be back here at the same time, 3 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday, to discuss self-care tips for homemakers, because we all do a great job caring for our families and others, but need to make sure we take time to care for ourselves. We can't pour from an empty cup.